And I'm Emily DiPietro.
And we're your hosts for today's episode of Education Today.
Today we'll be talking about fall sports.
Education Today starts now. Welcome to Education Today. My name is Haley Woodside.
And I'm Emily DiPietro, and we're from the Armstrong School District. To start today's show, we have two guests, Billy Keene and Owen Balasek. They are members of the Armstrong High School's cross-country team. Welcome to Education Today. Will you please introduce yourselves?
I'm Billy Keene. I'm a senior at Armstrong.
I'm Owen Balasek. I'm a sophomore.
How has the season been so far?
A lot better than last year. Last year it'd just be like Armstrong versus another team. This year it's more like an invitational, and so that it's like us and like 8 other schools running in one meet instead of just 1v1. It's like a 1v8.
Who are your captains?
Billy Keene and Maddie Titus.
Who are the advisors in charge of?
Melissa Bowser, the special needs teacher down the hall, and Mr. Caliper, the health teacher at our school.
How do you guys train?
There's a lot of different ways to train. We do tempo runs, hills, speed training, long distance days. We run our course, we swim, we do yoga. There's a lot of different things we do.
Tell us about the events that you compete in.
It's usually just always like a 5K, so like 3.2 miles, but with the WIUP, it has to be between like 3 and 3.2, and that's like the normal distance we run, and just a bunch of different courses all around the county and area.
All right, we're going to take a short break and be back with more Education Today.
It's hard to explain. It just became home. There are hundreds of majors and programs, bachelor's degrees to PhDs, small classes and faculty that really get to know you. Amazing internships and everywhere, programs that help to find a job that is right for you. It's what IUP is about, a commitment to your success. See it for yourself. Visit us, Indiana University of Pennsylvania. Find your success.
Hello, I'm Cindy McCrae, Director of Arc Manor Addiction Recovery Center. Arc Manor is committed to confidential quality services 24 hours a day, including fully licensed residential, partial hospital, and outpatient treatment programs. With 39 years of experience in addiction treatment, Arc Manor puts an emphasis on the needs of special populations including women, co-occurring disorders, and adolescents. For more information, call 724-548-7607 or 800-323-1333. Brought to you by the Armstrong Indiana Drug-Free Communities Coalition.
Welcome back to Education Today. We are now joined by Jalen Caliper and Michaela Landgraf. Welcome to the show.
What is to be expected from the members on the team?
Well, when you come to practice, you just try your hardest and you do your best, and the same is expected for meets. So.
And to try and do get better throughout the season.
How often do you guys practice?
We practice every day after school, and we have Fridays off, so we practice every day after school about like an hour or so.
Do you guys like competing in all the different competitions?
Yeah, competing's it's hard. Like you always get nervous before, but once you're in it, it's just easy and it's fun.
So you guys enjoy competing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
To you, what is the most rewarding part of cross country?
Whenever you get a new best time or something, it's just rewarding to yourself too.
Just knowing that you
Yeah.
you've finished it and you've just finished and you know I just did it. That's a good
just
feeling.
finishing it.
How would you guys encourage more people to join?
Cross country's fun. I mean, I know not a lot of people do it because they think of running and they think it's hard, but running, I thought it was going to be bad, and it's actually so much fun. It's easy. You just go and you just challenge yourself and make the most of it.
Yeah, it's not that pressuring. It's nice.
What is it like competing with all the different schools, the bigger schools that aren't like Armstrong?
It's tough with the bigger schools because there's really good competitors, and so we just have to try that much harder and train just to one day be where they are. So.
How long have both of you been in cross country?
Well, this is my first year in cross country, and I'm a sophomore. I didn't do it my freshman year. I didn't find any interest in it. Actually, I thought it was dumb and it was a waste of time, but it's actually not. It really helps myself for shape, getting in shape for basketball and track. So it's it's my first year, and it's really helpful. So.
This is my second year running, and I also started as a sophomore, and whenever I first started, I couldn't even run a mile. So and then by the end of the season, I became the top runner, and now this year, of course, I'm competing with Jalen. And I like it a lot better this year, though, because I have more friends on the team, and I don't know. Yeah.
What are your personal best records?
Well, we've only had 3 meets this year, but my personal best is a 23-minute, 20-second time.
Mine was a 24:02.
With those times, how long did you guys run? A mile or 5?
The cross country, it's a 5K, so it's anywhere from 2.8 miles to 3.2 miles. So you just run whatever the length of the course is. So.
Yeah, and usually the 2.8 ones, they usually try and make it a tougher course with more hills, so it kind of equals out for the time.
A lot of people think cross country is just straight on a trail or something. It's all throughout the woods and hills, and it's harder than you think, but it's not that hard once you get into it. So.
What's it like competing with all your teammates?
We're a very close team, but then we know once it's time to compete, we have to compete. Me and Michaela are each other's best friends, but we have to compete against each other, and that's hard.
Yeah.
But we know we both push each other to be our best.
So about the courses, it's different every time, or is it the
Yeah,
same?
it's different every time. Everywhere you go, there's a different course. So you just have to show up and run the course. Before you run, you'll walk through the course so you don't get lost and stuff, and then you'll run the course.
Some are easier than others.
That's cool. You get to walk through it.
Yeah.
Jalen, your dad is the coach, right?
Yeah, he's the boys' coach.
What's it like having him? Well, he's not your coach, but having him be there.
I mean, it's hard having him as a coach because he does push me and expect me to be my best every time, but him being my coach, it makes me feel almost comforted in knowing, but he is my toughest coach, and he just always pushes me to be my best, so.
Thank you very much for joining us today. We are going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with Armstrong School District's Education Today.
Success. We see it every day. Hundreds of majors and programs, bachelor's degrees to PhDs, small classes, internationally known faculty who are committed to your success. Real-world experiences to guide you on your career and life path. An alumni network 120,000 strong. I'm IUP President Mike Driscoll. Visit us. Find your success at Indiana University of Pennsylvania.
Vince Mercuri, Executive Director of the Open Door. Worried, scared, confused, not sure where to turn for help? The Open Door, a behavioral health organization, has a full range of addiction counseling services and mental health crisis intervention services which may be able to help. Call 724-465-2605 or 1-877-333-2470. The Open Door, steps towards hope, courage, and recovery. Brought to you by the Armstrong, Indiana Drug-Free Communities Coalition.
We're back now with 2 more students from Armstrong High School. Here with us are some of our finest boys soccer players, Zach Steiner and Brennan Grafton.
I'm Zach Steiner, I'm a senior, and I'm a captain of the boys soccer team.
And I'm Brennan Grafton, I'm also a senior and also a captain of the boys soccer team.
Will you please tell us about your positions?
I play midfield.
I also play midfield and sometimes defense.
How long have you guys been playing?
Roughly around 2007. It's been a long time.
Yeah, we've played on the same team all our life.
Where did you guys first start?
Like Y soccer, like the YMCA?
Yeah, we started at WIUP soccer, and then we went on to indoor, like in a Butler League.
And then we play down near Pittsburgh, and also we play for the high school.
What teams do you play? Like, what is your little section?
We have Greensburg, Salem, Hampton, Knock, Mars, Indiana. Any other ones?
Highlands. And then we scrimmage West Shamokin every now and then because they're close.
Do you guys always travel to the games, or do they come here sometimes?
For the section games, we have one home and one away, so we play each.
And then the scrimmages, it's just sort of random.
Yeah.
Where's our field out? Your field at?
We play up at West Hills Intermediate School.
How do you think this season is going this year?
Well, there's really no place we can go but up from here. We've just had a rough season overall.
Yeah.
What's conditioning like for to start the season?
Yeah, sure. We start around August 1st every year, and we used to have morning conditioning, like 5 a.m. to 6 a.m., and then we'd come back in the afternoon or evening. But this year we just went from 4 p.m. to 7:30 every day.
Yeah, we'd condition for an hour or two, and then we'd have an actual practice. But now since the regular season started, we just have a regular practice for 2 hours.
How aggressive are you guys when you play?
Pretty aggressive.
Yeah, I can get pretty aggressive, and then the refs start yelling at you. You have to.
What are the injuries like? How many injuries have there been for your team?
Brennan's good on injuries.
Yeah, I'm pretty good on injuries, but there hasn't really been a whole lot of serious ones though.
What are the type of injuries that you get?
Shin splints.
Yeah.
You normally pull like a hip flexor or somebody's calf cramps.
Yeah, mostly with your legs.
Have either of you had any injuries?
Yeah, I've pulled my hip flexor and have shin splints.
I've had a few calf cramps, but it's nothing major.
Do you guys like playing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do a lot. It's my favorite sport.
Why do you play? What is your reason for playing?
I've just been playing all my life, and I just love the game, so I just stuck with it. It's just something that stood out to me.
Yeah, and I just enjoy playing it, and it keeps me in shape, keeps me conditioned, and it's overall fun.
Are there any requirements for people joining?
Nope, there's no requirements. You can just join.
Do you guys want to play, continue playing during college?
Yeah, I'd like to play in college.
Yeah, and I'd probably also play during college, and if I don't play my first year, I will in the future.
Where are you planning on going to college at?
I've been looking to go to the Coast Guard Academy or the Naval Academy. Those have been my 2 top picks as of right now.
And I'm still undecided. I've been looking at Penn State, Barron, Slippery Rock, Robert Morris, things like that.
Do you guys know what you want to do?
I want to study business. That's what I want to do.
And I do not know yet.
With your kids in the future, if you plan on having any, are you going to make them play soccer?
I think so. I'll push on them a little bit, but if they don't want to do it, then I'm not going to force them to.
Yeah, that's the same way for me.
So it's encouraged, but
Yeah.
they don't.
Does anybody in your family, do they play soccer?
Not in my family.
My older brother did through his high school, and he also played at the Butler League. And then my little brother, I think, just does YMCA.
What would you say to people who are coming up to encourage them to play soccer or stay playing soccer?
It's just something to get out of the house, something to keep you busy. On school nights, it's something to do. You're not just sitting at home all the time.
Do you have a lot of fun with friends and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. In the summer, you can just go and have a pickup game.
I messed up.
We're going to have another quick commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to be joined by 2 members of the girls' soccer team.
All your professors, all of them, they know that all it takes is one dreamer with passion, one person, and they hope in each of you that you might be that one who makes a longer-lasting light bulb, who writes music for the ages, who reaches into the mind and discovers a new star, and who can change the world of a 5th grader. We're gathered here to hope in you.
The brain is a remarkable organ. It's almost infinite in its capacity. Its ability to reach its full potential is limited by only one thing: the heart. For if the heart isn't fully engaged in what you're doing, If you have no drive, no passion, the brain will simply go through the motions. Find your success at Indiana University of Pennsylvania.
Welcome back to Education Today. Now we are joined by two members of the girls soccer team, senior Madison Titus and junior Mackenzie Malky.
I'm Madison Titus. I'm a senior and one of the girls' soccer captains.
I'm Mackenzie Malky, and I'm a junior and another captain of the girls' soccer team.
Do you guys like to play on the girls' soccer team?
I like it. I don't mind it.
Yeah, I like it. It's a different experience from playing with girls like cup team and then going to play with high school. It's like a different atmosphere.
The team last year, wasn't it co-ed?
Yes, it was. I played with the boys team, and this year is the first year for a girls' soccer team.
Which is why we aren't technically sectioned.
What are you if you're not sectioned?
This year is kind of like a test year, so we play other schools as exhibition, and then next year our girls will be sectioned and be able to play in playoffs if they make it.
So, since you guys aren't sectioned, do you play any different teams?
We play pretty much any team that will allot us a time that we can play a game against them.
That has extra exhibition games. So we play
Butler, Apollo,
Elwood City,
Carrick,
Freeport, Butler.
I don't know anymore.
How many games do you have a season, or is the season just not set?
The season isn't really set. It's just as many games as we can get, because normally if we're in the WIUP, there's a certain amount of games we'll get, but right now we don't have a certain number of games because we're just exhibition games.
We probably had about 8 or 10.
Yeah.
Do you know some of the people you've played already this year?
A lot of them know a lot of the girls from Freeport or Butler because they play cup soccer with them. I don't know anyone.
Yeah, I've played for years down at Freeport, so I know majority of the Freeport team, so it's nice to see them when we play them. And then I play for cup team in Butler, so when I go to Butler I see majority of the teams that I know, so I know many of the players, so it's nice to see them.
What exactly is cup?
Cup team is it's a competitive soccer, so you travel outside the state and top teams in the state. It's kids that want to go from high school and want to advance in soccer and want to play in college. So they go join a team and they compete within each other, and you can go the state cup, and it's top teams in the state and they compete, and you can go, they send you Las Vegas and Texas and stuff, and you compete in different tournaments.
It's basically like a travel team.
Mm-hmm.
How long have you guys been playing soccer, and where did you start playing that?
This is my first year for high school.
I've been playing soccer for years now, probably 12 years now. I started at the YMCA, and now I play for my cup team, Northern Still, and then I play for the high school right now.
Are you guys happy, are you happy that you kept going with soccer for this long?
Yeah, I want to play in college if I can, but if I don't, it's okay.
I think that's my biggest regret for high school, is not playing soccer all 4 years, because this year I really love it, and it's something that makes me happy, and I enjoy it being different than other sports I've played.
Why do you play soccer? What is your reason behind it?
This year I kind of went into it because I wanted to do something different my senior year and wanted to really broaden my horizons of experience and really just wanted more conditioning.
The main reason why I play is just for enjoyment. I've been playing it for so many years now. It's just second nature to me. I always play soccer. It's nice to meet different people from different areas.
Are either of you considering college and playing it in college?
I probably won't, being that I'd look more into playing softball in college, but I think it's something I would definitely love to do as a pastime.
I was thinking to play soccer at Penn State Barron, and then transfer the other 2 years to play just a regular Penn State Maine, but I probably wouldn't play at Penn State Maine. I'd rather play for a smaller college to get more playing time.
Smart.
Who are your coaches for your team? Are they from the school or outside?
They're actually mostly some of our girls' parents, Matt Riggle, Mark Perella.
And my dad, Todd Melke. They're outside.
Do you enjoy your dad being one of the coaches, or is it tough?
It's interesting. He likes to yell at me a lot for to be there I couldn't play most of the season, but he yells at me a lot just to be there and support the whole team.
It's like a family sport for you. Michaela
Yeah.
plays too.
Yeah, my sister plays too, so she gets yelled at a lot too.
What are the uniforms like, or in your cleats? Are they all like the same, or?
This year, since we are a new team, we got new uniforms, but we are gonna have to reorder them because some of them were messed up. But they're nice. They look really nice. And
Yeah, the uniforms are nice. Sucks that they melt, but
They melt?
yeah, the numbers melt off of them.
Yeah. A girl had to get another jersey because it melted.
Like the numbers, the letters.
The number melted
Yeah.
and burned her back.
Oh my.
Is she okay?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's okay.
she's perfectly fine.
We have a lot of injuries.
Yeah, we have a lot of injuries this year.
Have either of you been injured?
Oh yeah, I've been out like the whole season. I've only played half of the game on Monday against Apollo and the game yesterday against Butler's. Only 2 games I've played this season.
We have a lot of girls. We have a concussion. We have tendonitis in a girl's Achilles and a sprained ankle. We have stress fracture in a girl's shin.
Tore knees.
We have another concussion.
I tore my knee in half, so
Tore
I've
your
been
knee in
out.
half.
It sounds like you guys are a pretty aggressive team.
Yeah. Yeah. Our girls are actually, well, some of our
Certain-
girls are
certain
very
ones.
aggressive.
Certain ones that have been playing the game. We have a lot of new people on the team this year, so you can see the difference between experience. Like, the certain girls know what they're doing, and the other girls just don't know.
Well, and it's also, it's hard, sometimes it's hard to get girls to be aggressive. Like, to actually not be scared to be physical is another, that's something we've struggled with a lot this year with some of our girls.
Are girls from the other schools and other teams, are they aggressive towards you guys?
Oh, yes. They normally don't let up on us until the score is really high against us.
And then play keep away.
Yeah, basically.
Are there any requirements for joining the girls? Or
No, there's no requirements, but
You're physical.
Please be physically active, like physically fit at least.
We aren't like some schools. Some schools do have physical requirements to be on varsity. Ours is you have to have a physical and a concussion baseline.
That's about it.
Where do you guys play at? Where's the field at?
We play behind West Hills Intermediate.
We play the same place as the guys, so there's a front field and a back field. So if someone has a game, you practice on the front field.
do you guys like when you play games? Do you and the boys like played at like the same school or like?
When we do have, well, our games are set up so neither of us have a home game on the same day. So like for example, the guys had a home game the other day and we went to watch some of it because we had practice. It's just different things like that.
How do you guys train? Like when does it start?
Training starts in the beginning of August, and we normally do 2-a-days with conditioning in the morning or like before practice, and then have practice for like an hour, like 2 hours. So we do like 4 hours from like 4 to 8, and we'd practice for 2 hours, and then we would condition.
Even though this is like the first year of the girls team, do you guys have a rival yet? Like your team that you hate the most?
Not really.
I don't think so.
Well, maybe St. Joe's.
Maybe St. Joe's. St. Joe's was our first game of the season, and we really competed with them.
We had a good chance of winning against that team because we
But
came back, but we
did
still
come back.
lost.
We had another 10 minutes. But yeah, maybe next year.
When you guys practice, do you verse the boys?
No, all we've done with the guys so far this year is scrimmage with them. So like both teams and split up guys and girls on each team. But we've only done that like once.
Well, that's our show for today. We would like to thank all of our guests for taking time out of their busy schedules to join us. Our thanks also go out to the TV production students from Armstrong High School, led by teacher Mr. Don Swanson. They were our film crew today. Please join us next week for another look at the Armstrong School District. DVD copies of this and all Education Today programming can be requested by contacting Chris Garitano, Multimedia Technician at Armstrong High School. Visit our website for updated information about the district, and have a great week.